Hello. Oh my goodness. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Oh man. So it has been maybe 2 years since I've been on this channel doing a reading. Maybe three. Uh I hope everyone is well. I am well. Just super busy. Um my career changed in such a magnificent, amazing way that I just, it takes a lot of my energy. Um, I'm so passionate about what I do. I work with pregnant moms, babies, and moms postpartum. I do a lot at a local clinic here where I work, a lot of the community, and it keeps me very busy. And my energy, I have to preserve it because I also still have children that are, they're all adults except for one. He's a teenager, but they still need you. I learned something being a parent that they actually need you more as an adult than they do when they're little, it seems like. So I've had so many major life changes, lots of good things. But my career is, I am so grateful and honored that the universe would choose me to be this person, this philanthropist in my community. And it also makes sense to me why my life had been so tumultuous. I have written and published two books that are available on Amazon. Um, One is called Breaking Free from the Gatekeepers to Discover Your Own Path to Power. And I wrote another one, From Surviving to Thriving, a guide for single mothers ready for change. So last time I was on here, my only baby girl was still in high school. She's going into her junior year of college. It's just been a lot, a lot. Got married. How that's going? We'll get the tea on that later. But anywho, just been a lot of major life stuff going on at once, and like I said, my career takes up a lot. I'm also a birth doula, so I've attended quite a few births, and I am, going to pop my collar because I have been able to get all my ladies through without an epidural. Not to say that if you did it with an epidural, there's anything wrong with that, because I did my two. I have four children, and my first two were vaginal deliveries, and I had two epidurals. I feel like the first one I could have did without it, but my mom, who's passed on now, she just kind of panicked and didn't like seeing me in that kind of pain, and I kind of caved in for her just so she would calm down. But I feel like I could have did that. That second one, 27 hours, definitely had an epidural. And then my last two were C-sections. So I've got my wings. I got both ends. But I have been able to get all my mamas through. Either they were first time mom, fourth baby, sixth baby, eighth baby, through without an epidural. So I love the birth doula work that I do as well. So it keeps me busy. I've been doing a lot of personal reads for people locally only. So I actually hadn't even planned on really maintaining the channel anymore. I can't even make any promises that I will. YouTube has this politic thing that I just really don't care for much. So, and I just like to help people. I don't do it for the money. I am grateful and fortunate to be well taken care of by the universe. I feel like I'm one of the universe's favorites. So, anywho, but by request only am I on here this morning. I didn't even get up intending to do this. I was watching some of my other favorite readers, actually. But I have realized Cancer season has been popping. It's been a lot going on in Cancer season, okay? Cancer season, for some reason in 2026, has been popping, okay? So by request, I'm going to do a cancer reading because I've know so many there's so many cancers in my life right now, and sun, moon, and rising. So much Cancerian energy around me. So I'm gonna, and I had a Cancerian request a reading. So I had another one request. I said, you know what? I'm just going to get back on my channel and do a Cancerian reading. Okay. So welcome back to 444 Keys to Wisdom, which was also used to be Golden Keys Life Coaching. And I'm going to do a collective Cancerian read. Just a special read while we are still in Cancer season, getting ready to head into Leo season. So let's get started. If you like what you hear, hit the like button. And if you would like to subscribe, you can. But I will say I'm not sure if this is going to jump me off to getting back on here regularly. I do have a couple of friends that have been telling me to get back on here. And I'm just like, I don't know. But who knows? So... But I do appreciate you watching. And again, welcome back. This is just a special Cancerian reading. Whether you have Cancer, you are Cancer sun, it's your rising or your moon sign, this reading will be for you. No offense to my other reads. I'm not a Cancer. I'm a fire sign. But I have so many Cancerians asking for personal reads, and I'm just like, let me just hook y'all up in y'all season. Okay. I get along pretty well with Cancerians, male and female, so let's just do it. Okay, let's just do it. How many of y'all went to go see Chris Brown and Usher? Because I sure did, again, in Cancerian season. I was like, whoo, this has been a popping season for cancers. I didn't realize how many cancers is out here. I guess because I'm kind of a hermit, so I don't, I only do the necessary in my daily life. But I don't know. The universe has been putting a lot of Cancerian energy around me lately. One of my love of my life, my favorite cousin, the only person in my family I really rock with is a Cancer. And so, yeah, let's just do it. I think one of my kids, two of my children have Cancer. They're not Cancers, but it's in their chart. It's in the major placement. So let's just do it. So, Spirit, what messages do we have? I've already cleansed the cards and meditated for the assistance for the guys that assist me with tarot. What messages do you have today for the week for Cancerians? All right, Cancer, let's go. You asked for it. Let's get it. I don't know if this is in regards to work yet. Or love. I don't know. This looks like work. All right. Let's see, Cancers. So we got the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse. We we got the Lovers in reverse, Page of Pentacles, the Emperor upright, Aries, the Fool, Aries, Three of Swords in reverse, Justice, Libra. So, Cancer, you look like you might be working on your money right now. You are trying to come out of this Nine of Swords energy. So you may have found out about some betrayals, either from 9 different people or a group of people. Or you're finding out a lot that people you thought you could trust, you actually cannot trust. Like, people are being revealed to you one by one. Slowly but surely, you're starting to see some people for who they are with this 9 of Swords in reverse. And Swords is communication, logic, the mind, mental energy. Excuse me. So there's communication. You're paying more attention to what people say. You might be realizing that you got a lot of people around you that misled you, that lied to you, that are fake with you in their communication. Say one thing to you, talk about you behind your back. But you're accepting that you're seeing these people for who they are, or you're I mean, it hurt, because obviously at one point you were like this, but you're coming out of it. So it's like you're accepting that, man, this is messed up, that these people did this to me, or this person said this to me, or all this time I thought we was cool, but for real, this person don't really like me. They're jealous of me. They've been trying to, oh, wow. On the bottom of the deck is a 10 of Swords. So, yeah, you finally completed a cycle of betrayal. This is the ultimate backstabbing and betrayal right here. And if you have not, it's coming. So brace yourself, Cancers. Yeah, this 9 in reverse goes into the 10. So you found out a lot already. Okay, you're accepting it. It's still on your mind. Like, how could they? This was my homegirl. This was my homeboy. Like, I really thought they was down for me, or I thought, or even employers, colleagues, I thought they was really, riding for me and wanting to support me and see me elevate. But you realize that wasn't the case. But this 9 is turning into a 10 in the upright. So there's one more situation that's about to come through. I hate to tell you that. But that's the end of it, because you can't get no higher than the 10 of Swords. You can't get no more betrayed than that. But there's a little bit more that you have to find out about the people around you, and it has to do with communication, something you were told, something you were misled about. So even you might have deluded your own mind. The way you may have been thinking about something, you could have caused your own betrayal. You could have backstabbed your own self, being delusional, in denial about people around you or a situation. Maybe you spoke some things that hurt your own situation or your own self. But you're almost done. But you have definitely been through the ringer, or you're in the midst of going through the ringer of finding out those around you do not love and support you the way you always thought. And these are people that could have been in your life for years. But you got one more sword that's coming. One more, another betrayal you're going to find out about. You're going to get communication about something. I'm so sorry. But it's for your good. Because here's the thing. one thing I've learned from experience myself is, especially if you're in a financial situation, a financial rut, a lot of times, and you're doing all that you can, you're like, what is the holdup? The holdup is the people around you, okay? Because the universe knows most Cancerians have very good hearts. I have not met one Cancerian that did not have a good heart. Maybe one. Um, and that was when I was younger. My mom had a boyfriend that was a Cancerian. He was crazy. But um, most Cancerians are very generous, very giving, sometimes too giving to the point of exhaustion. Um, but sometimes the fullness of our abundance will not come in until the people around us have been fully revealed, because the universe knows that if the universe gives you what you've been asking for right at this moment, you're going to share, you're going to give to these people who actually don't deserve it, because you're seeing these people with rose colored glasses. I don't care how long they've been in your life. They could have been in your life since you was a kid. They could be family. They could be childhood friends. It doesn't matter, but these people, or maybe there's these people, I can't see a person. There's persons that have secretly had animosity towards you, jealousy towards you, don't want to see you move ahead, don't want to see you do better than them, don't want to see you have a partner better than them, don't want to see you get more money than them, because if you do, you're going to leave them behind. And these are people that are not chosen to move forward, or they don't want to move forward. They're not going to have that kind of courage to change. Change is a gift, and not everybody wants it. Change is not easy, and it's very gradual, and you really have to come out of your comfort zone and be brave. Most people are cowardly, and they're not willing to do that kind of work on themselves. They're quick to tell somebody else what to do, but they don't want to work on themselves and look themselves in the mirror and face themselves. And sometimes they have to go all the way back to their childhood to realize, where did I learn this pattern of thinking? Where did I learn this toxicity from? And undo the damage that was done to them as children. Some people want to keep sulking in the fact that, well, my dad did this, my mom did this, or they wasn't there. Yes, it's not fair. But when we get to a certain age, no, we might have not have caused certain things, but we have to do the work to fix ourselves. No, it's not fair, but it is what it is, right? So you are, or have been, and you're wrapping up a season of realizing who is who. You're starting to see through people's masks, family, friends, and it's hurting, because people that was your roly for years, like this man, maybe this was your favorite cousin or your homegirl, or this was your dog, you know what I'm saying? And you got to leave this person behind, or you got to start handling this person at a distance. You can no longer talk to this person about your personal life. You can no longer talk to them about your money. You can't talk to them about your dating situations, because they're going to plant seeds in your head to have you think in a certain way. Because again, these are swords. So that's mental energy, where you're going to keep sabotaging yourself, or keep yourself stuck. Like, people want you to stay the way they always remember you. If you change, they don't know how to handle that. You know what I'm saying? You used to drinking with them, kicking it with them. But if you're not there, then now that means, and some of them feel intimidated or challenged to have to change themselves. And they don't want to do that. So they rather keep pulling you back. You know what I'm saying? Keeping you alone, keeping you at a certain financial point, keeping you dependent on them. Like, people really get pissed off when you don't need them anymore, even if it's just their advice. When you're no longer codependent on them for anything, money, advice, direction, whatever the case is, they really get pissed off. A lot of people, that's their identity, rests in needing to feel needed. Okay. And they feel above you when you always need them. Okay. And they feel like they can talk to you any kind of way, treat you any kind of way, and you accept it, because you feel like you have respect for this person because they held you down at a certain point, or they was there for you at a certain point. Blase skip. But fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you don't want to see me do better. You know what I'm saying? And you're dangling the carrots, these little carrots in front of me to keep me believing that you're here for me when you're truly not. You're trying to keep me stuck. So I'm so sorry, whatever cancer is going through this, and this is not for every cancer. Okay, this is a collective read. This is not a personal read. But there are some cancerians that is going through, that have found out a lot about the people around them. And also you're realizing how your own, what they say, stinking thinking has caused your own heartache and headache. You have sabotaged your own self in many, 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 many ways, where you can't blame nobody but your own self because of the way you think. Okay. And so you're realizing times where you messed up. You lost out on a lot of good things because of the way you were thinking, which was incorrect. And a lot of times it was maybe influenced by someone else, or the way you grew up, a certain belief system that you have that's no longer serving you. You're trying to hold on to whatever. But this 9 is in reverse because it's about to be a 10. And again, I am so sorry, whatever cancer is about to go through this, because this hurts. This one right here, this hurts. But the good side to this is it's the final. So the finality, the final showdown, the last quarter is about to come. There's one more betrayal that you're going to figure out you either did to yourself because of the way you think, or someone else around you has been influencing you, misleading you, lied to you, talking about you, or whatever the case may be. You're going to get communication or whatever. So, yeah, you got one more to go. There's one more person or one more situation that's coming. So just brace yourself, because you'll get through it. And so what happens is this Page of Cups right here, because of these people or the way you've been thinking, it's kept you in a very immature way emotionally. It stagnated you emotionally, which is the Page of Cups in reverse. Your emotions have been very stagnant, or you've been immature, where it's time to grow up. And a lot of times your immaturity has kept your lover situation in reverse. And the lovers is not always relationships. It could be friendships. It could be your passion for your job and your purpose. You may have been quick to leave jobs because something wasn't going your way. You may have been immature about just work in general, your career. You might have been in a point where you were kind of lazy at a certain point as well, not willing to do the job. But a lot of time this is quick to leave the job, or not seek your purpose. Like, what am I on this earth to do? I'm not here to work just a regular 9 to 5. I know that. What am I here to do? And you may not have been in the frame of mind to start thinking bigger. You may have been thinking very small and very immaturely. And so your immaturity over the years has caused you to miss a lot of opportunities. It has caused you to miss out on relationships with really good people. And sometimes, again, the immaturity came from a way of thinking of how you were raised, maybe things that you need to address from your childhood, or a circle of friends that keep you in a certain energy that you should have been grown up from. And so it's kept your love life stagnant and your career, your job stagnant. You have little internal tantrums and you're quick to leave a job if something ain't going your way, or whatever the case. You have a hard time going the long haul. You have a long time being committed. That's the word I'm looking for. You've had commitment issues because of your circle of people that hang around you, because again, they don't want to see you go but so far, or the way your thought processes have kept you in that state. So, but now that you're starting to see, you're going into the Page of Pentacles, and the Pentacles is our everyday life, things that we can taste, touch, feel: our money, our relationships, our jobs, our homes, our cars, ourselves, And pages are newbies. They're like teenagers. Okay. So you're at the beginning stage of saying, you know what? I'm gonna put my foot down and I'm gonna get grounded. I'm gonna get focused. You see her foot is on top of that pinnacle. I'm gonna get focused. I really, cause I gotta get my money together. I'm too old to be still confused about what I want to do. I'm getting too old to still be hopping from job to job, or I'm getting too old to still be at this job. It's time for me to move on to something bigger. But where do I go? So somebody's trying to work on their money, but you're in the beginning stages of working on your finances, which is good. And the best thing to do is first work on your thinking towards money, your relationship towards money. I learned that to work on your finances, you have to change the way you see money. Money is not paper, coins, cards, crypto, whatever. Money is energy, okay? And you have to carry the kind of energy that money wants to be around. It's like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you misuse money and mistreat money, it doesn't want to be around you. It does not want to magnetize towards you. Money has to trust you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the paper and the coin is just the conduit in which the energy flows through. But you have to, your vessel has to be the kind of vessel that money wants to even be around. You know what I'm saying? So you have to change your way. Then a lot of us that grew up in the church, they constantly misquote that saying, money is the root of all evil. That is not what it says. I think it's 1 Timothy 6:10. It says the love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. We need money, okay? So, and that just speaks to greed, being willing to do any and everything, even illegal things, steal from people, rob from other people, being lazy, not doing the work and making the money yourself, not taking care of the right people with your money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that scripture is talking about. It's talking about greed and the misuse of the dollar. That's where the evil comes in at. So somebody's trying to work on their money, but my suggestion, I would encourage you to change your thinking. A lot of religious people are taught that, it's humble to be broke. That the devil is a lie. No, because on the other end, if you're a Bible reader, it says that you're supposed to be the head, not the tail, the lender, not the borrower. Okay, so how am I going to be broke and be humble? Like, that doesn't make any sense. No. In order to be humble, that does not require you to be broke. That's a poverty mindset. And I realize that poverty is a mindset. It's a state of mind. It's not a condition. So change your thinking towards money. Money is not evil. Having a lot of it is not evil. And a lot of times when people get money, they feel guilty for being successful. Some people are literally afraid to succeed. They're scared to actually be successful. What's going to happen if I actually have all this kind of money in my hand? You know what I'm saying? Or they feel guilty because all their homies or all their homegirls or their family didn't make it out like they did. So they feel obligated to take. You don't owe nobody nothing. I mean, unless you borrow some money and you got to pay them back, then you pay them back. But you don't owe nobody no explanation or nothing because you decided to become successful. Everybody has the same opportunity. If they wanted to make it out, they would have made it out. They got this access to the same information you got. So just because, let's say, you make it out and you make it big and you don't owe nobody a damn thing. Get that out of your head. No, you don't. You ain't got to bring everybody with you because all they're going to do is use you and steal from you, as you can see. That's why the universe is trying to get you to see these people for who they are, because the universe does not want you to share with these people because they do not deserve it. And the universe knows if it gives it to you now, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to keep giving it and giving it and giving it, and you're not going to use it the way the universe and the Most High is asking you to use it to help others and to advance yourself, advance your community, things like that. So no, you're going to end up letting people use you. Cancers have a hard time with boundaries sometimes. So no. So good job on working on your finances, but the key to this is to work on your thinking and your relationship with money. It's not evil. It's not humble to be broke. Okay. It's dumb to be broke. You can be rich and still be a humble person. You can be wealthy and still have a medium income. Wealth is not only money, wealth is your health, your spirit, your mental health, your body, your relationships. You know what I'm saying? You have to become wealthy within first in order for wealth to be attracted to you. Okay? So work on your mindset towards money first. Okay? And a lot of times there is no easy way out. Everybody want to there is no easy way out unless you win the lottery. You have to do the work to get yourself to the point where you don't have to work so hard. Okay? And then the money just comes to you. But in the beginning, you got to do the work. You cannot be lazy. You got to do the work. You got to get rid of people that distract you, and you got to be around people that already have what you have so you can learn from them. Okay? If you're the smartest person in your circle, you need a new circle. Okay? You got to get around people that are already where you're trying to go so you can learn from them. Be teachable. You know, how did you start your business? Where did you go? But just being around that wealthy energy will help you change the way you think, change your vessel. You'll learn from them, you'll get inspired from them, you'll glean some things from them, and then you'll notice that your circumstances will start to change as well. But a lot of times when you're around the same broke folks that ain't talking about nothing, doing nothing, ain't going nowhere, and what they think is doing well really isn't, you're going to stay stuck, you know? So somebody is trying to get to the emperor status, and this could be male or female. If you're a female, when it comes to wealth, you have to get in your masculine energy. We have both masculine and feminine energy, and the key is to balance it out. But it does take us to get into our masculine energy to get our money right. If you're a successful woman, independent woman, hopefully you have a spouse that's not intimidated by and successful women, because that becomes a problem. But there's somebody that's trying to get on their throne. If this is a man, there's a man that's realizing some folks, some families, some people, or the chicks that he deal with or whatever has been keeping him back and keeping him immature, stuck in a teenage state of mind, and now he's trying to work on his pinnacles because he does desire to be the emperor. Now, this card doesn't necessarily have to be an Aries, but this is, an Aries energy, passionate, pioneering, a go-getter. Aries are about action, not talking. Aries don't like a bunch of talking. They're doers. Okay, they can show you better than they can tell you. And then we got the Fool card here, also Aries. This is a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, is complete insanity. So kudos to you, Cancer, because you're about to take a leap of faith and do something different that you probably have never done before, and it's going to be different than what the people around you do. You're going to ready to take a leap of faith, and this is also a new beginning. So kudos. And this new beginning is going to end this heartbreak. 3 of Swords is his heartbreak. So maybe you lost a job, the money is not coming in, you lost a home, you lost a relationship, a friendship that was dear to you, a marriage or something like that, but it's in reverse. So you're trying to reverse it, but whatever reversal is needed has to do with your financial situation. You could have lost a business and you need to rebuild your business, but the heartbreak is in reverse. So that's good. You're trying to fix something that was broken. And we got the Justice. This is Libra. So you're trying to bring justice to yourself. If you keep going in the right direction, you will get justice. For whatever was lost, you will get back whatever was lost, or whatever you've never experienced before that you've always wanted to experience, you're going to experience it. So stay on the right path, okay? Also, this justice, what does this justice lead to? King of Wands. So, King of Wands in reverse. In order to keep this justice going on, this has to stop. The King of Wands in reverse is very arrogant. Whether this is male or female, this could be a female in masculine energy. She's very domineering, controlling, a bitch, too manly. So there could be a person like this in your energy that you need to get rid of, or if this is your attitude towards your passions, then this is a male that can be very arrogant, stubborn, unteachable, a whore, sleeps around, things like that, a liar, and has no remorse, no conscience of how he treats people. So somebody, either you have somebody in your energy like this that you need to get away from. This can be a misogynist energy as well, someone that hates on women. This person got to go. If this is you, again, that's a part of your thinking. That's got to go. That's got to go, because we manifest money from our heart chakra. Okay? Your heart has to be pure. Your heart has to be good, you know? You got to be able to feel self-love. You know what I'm saying? And if you and the King of Wands in reverse, that's not good. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. King of Cups. This is the energy you got to get. And the King of Cups is a very caring person. This is a sweetheart. This is a romancer. This is a woman who is submissive to her man. Okay. This is love. This is showing emotion and being comfortable showing emotion. This is someone who's emotionally balanced. This is not no fool. Okay. They're not no fool now. This is a king, he on his throne, or this is a woman, she on her throne, but she can get her masculine energy real quick if she has to. But this is a very caring person. So you've got to come out of Cancerian. If this is you, you got to come out of this asshole right here, and you got to get in this energy right here and not be afraid. Some men are afraid that they'll be too weak, you know, whatever. That's whatever. That's society stuff. If you're a caring person, then be that. What the hell? Like, stop comparing yourself. Stop trying to be what this world is. This world is going to hell in the handbasket. So if you're a caring person, be a caring person. But this is somebody around you. If this is a female, this is you, somebody around you. This King of Wands asshole is leaving. This person is leaving your life, or you have to put your foot down and get this person out of your life. But this person will be replaced with another friend that's very caring. Okay, even if it's a male friend, you know, not to say he's, you know, like got gay or anything like that, but he's real. He may have a wife and family that he takes very good care of. He does not hate on women. He's not a misogynist. He's the kind of man that will tell you, "Hey man, you need to go home to your woman. Hey man, you need to do your woman better than that. Did you do something for your wife today? You know how I ain't seen you with the kids lately. Why you ain't with your kids? Or why you ain't take your kids to see so and so? You know, so and so came out at the movie theater. Or every time you call him, oh, I'm with the family. I'm with my girl. I'm with my babies. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit you back. You know what I'm saying? If this is a female, then same thing. I'm with my man right now. Honey, I can't go out and drink with you today. My man's taking me to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Or it's his birthday. I'm taking him out to dinner. You know, I'm with my babies. I'm having a date with my daughter right now. I can't go drinking with y'all right now. I can't. That's, you know, yeah. But, you know, send me pictures. You know what I'm saying? Or this is just a really good friend. Someone that's going to give you better direction, and they truly do care about you. They want to see you do well. They want to see you have a successful relationship. They want to see you be a good mother, good father, or whatever the case is. This is a person that's going to be a true friend. Okay? A few more. All right, so we got the Eight of Swords. You overthinking something. That is such a Cancerian trait. I'm so sorry to say that to y'all. Every Cancer I know, y'all are my babies, but y'all are such overthinkers. It is ridiculous. Please, if you notice, this lady is truly not trapped. And if you notice, her blindfold is not that, her hands are not that tight. They're not tied that tight. All she got to do is lift up her arms, take the blind, and then the ribbons will fall off. Take the blindfold off and walk out the sword. She's not complete. She's not trapped in. It appears that she is, but she's really not. So you're thinking that you're trapped and you're not. Like you're overthinking something. And then this is swords again. So this is communication. Maybe there's somebody you need to communicate something to, or you need to put your foot down with somebody. You might be afraid to. You're overthinking of how it's going to go. That's a fear of confrontation that you got to let that go. This is a friend that you need to say, hey, you know what? I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I'm gonna be going in a different direction. You may not hear from me a lot, but I just want you to know I do. I appreciate you. I care for you, but I just need to be by myself for a little bit. I need to go off on my own and do some things, do some thinking. Or this is somebody you need to reach out to. You're overthinking it, or even for yourself, making a move. You know what you need to do, but you're overthinking in the process. Keeping yourself stuck. You're not stuck. You know what I'm saying? Stop overthinking it and just do it, or end it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the power in this situation. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, we got the high priestess. So what I'm saying is the truth. Okay. Okay. The high priestess know what she's talking about. Okay. I know what I'm talking about. So we got judgment in reverse. So, Cancer, you might have been under judgment, or as soon as you walk away from the appropriate person or peoples that you need to walk away from, they're going to go under judgment. You may have been a part of your own sabotage of your financial situation, or like I said, the way of thinking, and because of that you went under judgment. But you're if you're willing to do the work, the universe is recognizing that you're trying to change things, so you're getting ready to come out of judgment. I'm getting two things though, but the people that have been a part of you just not doing well, they purposely lied to you, lied on you, whatever, they're going under judgment for that, for real. Yes. Walking away, 8 of Cups, you're going to be walking away from some people emotionally. So these are emotional connections, friends, family, lovers. You got to walk away. It's time to walk away so that you can become this. You can't become this until you walk away and you know exactly who you have an emotional tie to. And emotion don't always mean love. It could be friendship, it could be family. And on the bottom, lastly, we got the Death card, Scorpio. It's the ending. So it's time to walk away. It's time to end a cycle with some folks, a person, or a way that you have been doing things, that you've been screwing yourself up, overthinking, being an asshole, being mean or whatever, being a whore or whatever, and get into your heart space. It's okay to feel, okay? But you got to do these things in order to become this. This is the ultimate goal right here, is the Emperor. You can't get no higher than the Emperor. And because it's in the upright, you have the potential to be the Emperor. If you're a woman, Empress. You have a throne that's waiting for you. But you've been holding yourself back with the way you think, and holding yourself back because you don't want to let go of this certain circle of people that you've been used to hanging around. They keep you in trouble. They keep your money messed up. You get into things dealing with these people or leaving from being around these people, and then boom, you get a ticket, or boom, you lost your money, or you can't find your wallet, or boom, some chick you was chilling with and stole your wallet, and you have drunk and you can't remember nothing, and you wake up and your money's gone, or whatever. The old girl with the big old fatty done stole all your money, you thought she liked you, but she really didn't. She just wanted to take your little money from you, and she did. You let your homeboy borrow your car, and he done crashed your car. Now you on the bus. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Moms keep asking for money, dad keep asking for money, and you got a bill that needs to be paid, and now your phone is off because you done helped them out, And now you calling people and can't nobody help you. So it's time to get selfish with your energy and your time so you can bring yourself justice, Cancer. Okay. Um, it's time to say no, and no is a complete sentence, and it's not going to be easy, but you have to. You got to drop some people. You got to drop some friends, some families. Your circle has to change. They mean you no good. It's time to go. All right. You can say hi, bye, or you can never speak to them again. I'm a fire sign, so I cut people off, and you'll never see me again. I don't care. Especially when it has to do with my best interests. Okay. Damn. Look at that. Oh, I didn't mean to say damn like that. My bad. Wow. Hold on. Somebody's trying to call me. Let me get that off. Wow. It flipped over, Cancer, and it flipped over on the Ten of Pentacles. You can't get no higher than the Ten of Pentacles. That's money on top of money on top of money on top of money. That's wealth. Wealth and family. Look at that family. This is business ownership. Doing well. Pockets full. Enough to help those that deserve to be helped and take care of yourself and take care of your family. Wow, that was on the bottom. So what, you know what? Cycle over. The universe, it's over. You stepping into a new timeline. And these people are not a part of your timeline. They are now a part of your past life. So you're going in the right direction. Congratulations to you for coming out of your head and finally taking off the rose-colored glasses. Also seeing your own faults and how you messed up. And if there's somebody that you need to apologize to, humble yourself. Be the King of Cups. Okay? Get in your heart space. Be the King of Cups. Don't overthink it and do the right thing. Okay? Don't be an asshole. Don't be a bitch. Stop being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Preserve your body. Quit picking up all them STDs. And when I say STDs, I mean sexually transmitted demons. Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want no woman that's all used up. And don't no woman want a man that's been up in everybody neither. Okay? I know I don't. Once I find out you done been all up in here, there, I don't want you. I don't want no parts of it. Keep it away. No. You can keep that over there. I don't care what it look like, what it feel like, how big it is. I don't care. I don't want that. You cannot touch me. Period. I've learned too much about energy. Oh no, absolutely not. I'll go without first. No. So cycle's over. But I promise you, if you're one of those people that don't like to be alone, every single person that you've had to let go, I promise you, someone that's on your new frequency is coming in. You'll have new friends. Your tribe is coming in for you. You'll have people around you, and it won't be a lot. It won't be a lot, okay? Because too many people, you're going to get a few people that you can rock with that understands your new language. And they're going to be well-to-do, and you will be able to absorb that energy so y'all can be well-to-do. They will teach you some things, but you got to be willing to learn. Don't be a King of Wands in reverse and arrogant. Get that pride together and be willing to learn from others. Okay? So that's what I got for you, Cancer. I don't know if any of these are relate, but I'll give you a couple of them. What we got? Oh, wow. Backstabber, fake love, fake friendship, karmics. Third party is interfering or blocking. What did I just say? Third party is interfering or blocking. Third party can be family, friend, a lover, somebody you ain't got no business sleeping with. Somebody that you know is toxic. We got boyfriend, lover. And if you are same sex, you need to fess up. If you're a boy, you got a boyfriend, you need to fess up. Be who you are. Because your lover is not going to let you move on. They're going to out you, if anything. Walking away, breakup, divorce, separation, moving out. It's time to go. It's time to go. Cancer. Somebody around you is walking away from something. They're breaking up with somebody. Somebody's getting divorced. There's a separation, or somebody's moving out from someone. Or you could be getting a new boyfriend or a new lover. Now that you're on a new path, there's somebody new coming in for you. And this person that's coming in is a sweetheart. They're romantic. They're going to love you. They're going to take you out. They're going to treat you well. Okay? There's somebody in your energy. Maybe one of you have experienced physical abusive, male or female. If somebody been putting their hands on you, it's time to walk away. You don't deserve that. If you're the one that's putting your hands on somebody, keep it up, because you're going to get your ass whooped. Okay? Ancestors are watching over you in this situation. The ancestors say, you know better. You know better. We don't let people put their hands on us. Or you know better. We don't put our hands on people. Or these people gotta go. Your ancestors, you may be thinking that somebody's doing something to you or whatever. No, it's the ancestors. They're changing your situation. They're opening your eyes. They're the ones that showing you people. They've been watching over everything. And they're the ones moving things around. Okay? Because there's something going on in your life that they were not happy with. And they're trying to put you on a better course. All right, Cancer. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helped. And I hope I spoke to at least one person. And y'all have a good one. Bye.